Alright, what's up everybody? Back today with another video on the channel, and I've got another first impressions for y'all today. So I just put out my first impressions video for my Vero Axon, so go ahead and check that one out if you haven't seen it yet. Just got that thing in the other day, and this is another one I just got in, obviously another Chaves knife. So I've had a couple Chaves knives at this point. I had the Ultramar Redemption Street. That was the first one I ever got. I got that one off DLT. Then I got this Scapegoat up here. Then I had one of the Chub flippers, which I actually just sold the other day. And now I've got this one. So I had the Redemption Street and the Scapegoat. And the Scapegoat was a little bigger, and so I ended up selling the Redemption Street. It was just a G10 model. Do kind of miss that knife, but picked this one up. So this one came from River's Edge Cutlery. Shout out. You know, I'm a big DLT guy, but River's Edge gets some different stuff in, and they seem to not sell out as fast as DLT. Yeah, you know, DLT is super popular, and anything popular they get sells out almost immediately, really. So River's Edge keeps things in stock just a little bit longer, and I want them to sell out. I want to see them do good. But anyways, let's get into the knife. That was the price. Got a bunch of words. So this is the Street Liberation Stonewash Titanium brush frame. I don't know. There's a lot of letters there. So here's the knife. And I literally just got this today. It might come out about a week after the Vero Axon video. And then I've got some more full reviews. I've got to get knocked out. I still need to do my infraction video and my SOCOM Bravo video. Anyways, got plenty of content coming is what I'm telling you guys. So here it is. This is the Liberation Street Flipper. So this came out as like a Liberation 229 series, I'm pretty sure. And it was a Thumbstead model. And the street versions tend to be a little bit smaller. And obviously they're mass produced. These are produced by Riot, and I've got to say, I think I've got more Riot knives at this point than any other knife. Obviously different, you know, designers, but as far as manufacturing, Riot just kills it. I mean, the scope is so big on what they do. I mean, they've got to have an absolutely ridiculously big factory. Here's another one I need to do. This one actually belonged to Lefty EDC, Urban EDC Supply F5.5. Need to get this one done too. This one, you know, is used and it's a little beat up. Kind of disappointed, but anyways, get back to this knife. So this is obviously the titanium version, which always sells out quick. These dropped, and I didn't get one. And River's Edge sold out of the titanium versions. I ended up selling a couple knives, and they sold really quick. And I just happened to look, and River's Edge had a titanium one in stock, and I added it to my cart, and it was the last one. I was like, God, you know, I was mad last time I didn't get the titanium. I was going to go ahead and pick it up. So I ended up with the titanium. And it is the full Stonewash titanium. Got your skull clip there. I will say the clip screws came loose. I came home and got it on lunch, and when I was carrying it at work, I pulled it out of my pocket, and one of the screws was about to fall out. I felt pretty lucky it didn't. That would have been unfortunate. So I got the Tanto version. Let me give it a good wipe real quick. And the gloves are because my hands are ugly. Not because I don't want to touch my knives. I fondle the crap out of them. I promise. Not something you normally say. But anyways, let's check this Tanto blade out. Beautiful grind on this thing. You got what looks like a hollow grind right there. I'm not And it really looks like one. I should have looked that up. But you've got that to a compound grind on your tanto. And then you've got a nice swedge relief cut up top here. And you see on the spine, kind of crest there. So I really, really dig this blade shape. Overall, you got a 3.5-inch blade, 7.5-inch knife. I have double XL glove hands, and I can get a very comfortable 4-finger grip on here, no problem. Size-wise, this, man, it's a perfect size. I think they killed that. And they kept it at 7.5 inches overall, so definitely a good EDC size knife for me, which I like larger knives in general. So the flipper action, we got your tab back here, and there's no jimping on this entire knife, just like with my scapegoat there. Again, full titanium front. You get a titanium back spacer, titanium milled pocket clip, the famous skull clip. I believe you get titanium pivot, and I know you get titanium hardware. So let's give it a flick here. So very snappy on the flick, on the drop. This has, kind of like all the other Chaves knives I've had, a pretty late detent. So you get the initial drop and the tab will hit your thumb, but you still have not got up on the detent yet. You can see it's hitting on there. So you can't really, I mean, to shake it, you gotta, and see when you go to get your rear back to shake, it pops back open. So what I do is I'll press down here and let it drop past the detent, and then you can shake it shut. Now this one, like I said, is brand new. I put just a little KPL, kind of slid it on the side there down into the bearings. I'll probably disassemble it just to see if I can get this action a little better. When they're pretty good out of the box, I normally break them in. But this being a little stiff, and there's not many videos on YouTube, but the one I did see, his seemed pretty stiff as well. Give you a left-handed shot there. But very snappy on the flipper tab. Detent setup very nice. You can push button it here if you're not on the lock bar. That wasn't much of a push button, was it? Push button it and light switch very easily. No issues with getting this deployed. Here, I'm gonna do the push button. I'm left-handed, guys. That's where we're. So you can get the push button there, and people say push button, but your finger still moves downward. I mean, you can push it straight forward, but it's quite a bit more difficult. I don't know why you do that. So I normally, I'll just put my finger on the tip. Well, I'm an idiot. I guess when they're saying light switch, they're meaning like, you know, move down like a light switch. The way I normally fire mine, I'll go ahead and put my finger on it, and then in a downward motion. I'm not sitting here telling you how to flip a knife. I don't know how to flip a knife. Fit and finish. Spectacular as always with Riot, and especially Chaves knives through Riot. Centering here. Dead on. Oh, and this thing is laser beam sharp. Seriously. This is probably one of the sharper knives I've got from the factory. Cut some paper in half here. Now, as far as the choil here, I would call it a finger choil. I have big sausage fingers, but I can first knuckle it and feel pretty comfortable with that, to be able to grab it and slice paper. But like I said, absolute laser beam of an edge. Let's check the tanto portion out. Oh man, you guys see that? I'm not huge on tantos, but I really like this compound grind. I don't not like it, I just don't own a bunch. Super sharp. Oh, shout out to River's Edge. I'm not going to show you the other side because it's got my info, but handwritten note. And I will say with River's Edge, guys, I bought 2 knives from them. I bought this Chaves and I bought this Vero Axon. And, well, I take that back. And then I also bought a Civivi through them. You know, you get points like through DLT. I redeemed my points just for these 2 knives and got $50 in store credit. With DLT, I'm pretty sure you got to spend thousands of dollars to get $50 in store credit. And I've spent thousands and thousands with DLT. And I redeemed those points, and it was like $50. I was like, are you kidding me? Like, yeah, that's crazy. So big shout out to River's Edge again. Oh, and I got this with my Axon. I don't know if this was just with the Axons. This is probably my favorite little add-on I've got. I give you the Band-Aids, guys, because we all know we get bit. We get bit. But anyways, overall, I'm really liking this thing. Hopefully the action will break in a little bit there, and I'm sure it will. But yeah, just another great Chaves knife. There's nothing fit, finish, or function-wise I could really complain about on this thing. The clips, or the screws come a little loose, you know. It kind of is what it is. Kind of got shook loose on the way over from China. You're by Chaitorian. Anyways, thank you. So let's do a quick comparison to the Scapegoat, and we'll wrap this up for an initial comparison. So as you can see, the Scapegoat's right at that 8-inch mark. While this is more in the 7.5. Yeah, handles are almost the exact same. So you're getting a little bit more, you're not getting any more cutting edge. Cutting edge is pretty much identical because of the large choil on the Scapegoat. That is absolutely a full choil. Now, action on the Scapegoat, no comparison, obviously. But this is, you know, it's really well broken in. And, you know, this is one of the better actions I've got on a knife, period. And, you know, most are pretty nice knives. So, if this knife can get to this action level, I'd be very happy. I don't know if it will, though, because this blade's a little top heavy. It's a little bit bigger blade, so it's fairly heavy. I'll do a lock side comparison here. But yeah, I absolutely love this tanto compound grind here. That's beautiful. And then you get the titanium with it. So yeah, really digging it. So these are still in stock. You can get the G10 version, which that's what this is, a G10 version. And it's nice G10, but there's no liner, which I just thought about the other day. I was like, actually pretty weird. There's no liner on the G10. It's just a slab of G10. So the G10 versions are still available at $325. These run $345. Currently, I don't know anywhere you can still get the titanium version, but look for resupplies. I'm sure they'll be coming. And supposedly, what I've heard a few times now, the Chaves Sangre Streets will be coming soon. And that's a pretty crazy looking knife, got a Warncliffe blade. So just great stuff coming from Chaves, guys. Love this knife. I think this will end up in my pocket quite a bit. Just a super good EDC size, and a really nice blade shape there. All right, so, you know, guys, please like and subscribe. You know, I don't have many subscribers, but I've got a lot more than I ever thought I would when I started. And, you know, if just one person watches this and says, you know, I think I'm going to buy this knife, or I'm not going to buy it because of that review, you know, I feel like it's worth it. And I just do these for fun. I really love knives, and I love showing my knives off. I love hearing about you guys and your experience with your knives. So any questions, comment. As soon as I see it, I'll give you a response. All right. So we're going to wrap this up. I appreciate you guys watching. Have a great day.